All right, Lee, man. We got this list. ESPN released this list on July 14th. And this is from the executives, coaches, scouts. They all ranking NFL's top 10 QBs for 2025. And so I looked at the list, and I disagree with the list. This is just me personally. I'm not a scout executive or anything like that. These guys, this is their job. This is what they do. But I think there's a lot of bias in this thing, man. Got to be a lot of bias in this for how this list is constructed and how this list really falls out. I got a problem. And when I look at this list, okay, let me just go down the list first, and then we see. So they got Patrick Mahomes number 1. Okay,
Yep.
That's what can you say? You can't say anything there. That's legit. You got Josh Allen number 2. That remains to be seen. Okay, that remains to be seen. I mean, Josh Allen is legit. Don't get me wrong. Josh Allen is legit. I'm not even disputing that. However, I think to be, and I know there's so many factors, and that's why this is like kind of, I don't know. There's a lot of factors that goes into, because you got to look at your team. He don't play defense, right? He's leading the offense. All of these guys leading the offenses, they don't play defense. So if they go down and score, then another team come back and score. And, you know what I'm saying? They don't play special teams. Things happen, right? But you the leader of the offense. You the leader of, you the leader. Everybody look to you. So what I take into consideration in this is, if I was voting, is playoffs. That's the season too. That's the season. So if you can't deliver in the playoffs, I got a problem with that. Okay. So, and that's why I say with Josh Allen, again, all right, okay, he's number 2. Then you come to number 3, you got Joe Burrow. Listen, Joe Burrow, don't get me wrong, Joe Burrow is legit. However, Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl one time, got beat, and these guys cannot beat Patrick Mahomes. Now, they're not going head to head. Okay, let's keep all of this into consideration as we talk. They're not going head to head. However, you just can't get out the play. You cannot get there. You can't get there. So, and Joe Burrow didn't make the playoffs. Got good numbers, et cetera, et cetera. No running game. Got these 2 great receivers. They rolling. Okay. But again, it is what it is. All right. Lamar Jackson. All right. I think Lamar actually should be higher. I think you flip flop Lamar and Josh Allen, actually. Take Josh Allen, put Josh Allen 4, put Lamar up to 2, because when you look at Lamar, dual threat quarterback. I mean, he's been staying more in the pocket now. He could take off at any time. He just got those kind of skills. Look at it. He has a running back that was 1,900 yards in Derrick Henry, and he's still putting up 3,000-4,000 yards passing. That's legit, right? I can't hate on him. Jaden Daniels number 5. Jaden shouldn't be there. I think the NFL got so enamored with Jaden Daniels in his rookie season that they just losing their minds at this point.
So wait, he shouldn't be number 5, or he shouldn't be on the list?
He shouldn't be number 5. Okay. He should be on the list, but he shouldn't be number 5.
Okay.
All right. He's a rookie. Matthew Stafford. Hey, Matthew's done. That's legit. I mean, he's proven himself time and time again. He was, when he was in Detroit, he was just, he was trying to lead this team, but then you put a team around him, you see what happened. He wins the Super Bowl, solid. You can't argue it. You can't argue there. Justin Herbert, I really don't know what people see in Justin Herbert. I want you to talk about this a little bit, because I don't see it. But I guess everybody see it. I really don't see it. I mean, in his playoff game, this dude looked like complete trash. And I think being a top 10 QB means you gotta know how to handle pressure. When the pressure start rising, you gotta be able to stay cool and calm under pressure. And if in the playoffs you can't do this year after year, you don't need to be on these lists. I mean, that's just like what's his name in the NBA, James Harden. He's a regular season player. Would you get in the playoffs? Nothing. The pressure becomes too much, and if you can't handle the pressure, then you just don't need to be that high on these lists. Jared Goff. Okay, Jared Goff again. I mean, he proved himself this year, but then he also proved himself, right, by the performance that he had against the Commanders. And I think he threw 3 picks or 4 picks or something like that,
Yeah.
against the Commanders. And again, pressure. In the regular season, it is what it is. But when it really counts, when you know that if you lose this game, you done. That's a different kind of pressure than in the regular season. Oh, we got next week. We can come back next week. There's no next week in the playoffs, and that would hurts a lot of people. Number 9, I got an issue with this. Jalen Hurts at number 9? Are you kidding me? Look, okay, Jalen Hurts number 9, Baker Mayfield number 10. Okay, all right. Here's my issue.
I wonder what this issue is. I could only.
Look, you got Jalen Hurts at number 9. In the last 2 out of the 3 years, Jalen Hurts has gone to the Super Bowl. You know how many quarterbacks have not even sniffed the Super Bowl in their careers? And this dude has gone 2 out of the last 3 times. People also forget that in that year when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl against this 3 years ago, Jalen Hurts was going to win MVP of the league. Yeah, so I have a problem with them putting Jalen Hurts at number 9. He's a dual threat quarterback. He has 2 great receivers. He has an all-world running back. And of course, no, he's not. He doesn't need to throw for 3,000-4,000 yards. When you look at some of these other quarterbacks, they don't even have a running game, so they have to throw for 3,000-4,000 yards. I mean, you cannot. That's apples to apples. What the intangibles for me? I think you put Jalen Hurts at number 5 where Jaden Daniels is. You flip flop that. And I know 5, 6. Okay, because I know we see your boy Matthew Stafford, right? So 5, 6. This is the big thing here. This is the big thing here. Can you perform under pressure? Jalen Hurts has been battle tested, and he can perform under pressure. We've seen the last 2 Super Bowls. He's outplayed Patrick Mahomes. He's thrown for over. The first one he threw for over 300 and something yards. This one he threw for 200 and something yards. And under pressure, when it counts, Jalen Hurts does not fold. That's big time playing at the QB position right there. And if you can't do that, especially in the playoffs, you don't need to be on this list, man. So that's what my problem is. My problem was with that, and I don't think that's any of the intangibles that these executives and scouts and all that are looking at. They're looking at pure they're looking at pure passing the ball. That's it. All right. I don't think there's many people in the league that have a better deep ball than Jalen Hurts. I mean, if you look at some of these passes, I could show you some where it was like tippy toe back of the end zone, Devontae Smith. I mean, on a dime, on a rope, a pretty deep ball. Does he, during the season sometimes, does he miss receivers? Yes. Okay, sometimes he has to work on that. But I will take Jalen Hurts any day over the majority of these quarterbacks when it's under pressure and you got to win the game. I'm taking Jalen Hurts. So I flipped that, man. But I digress. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, so I think we both agree that they didn't really miss anyone on this list.
No,
right?
They didn't miss anybody.
This 10 is the 10.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of debating here the order, right, of this list. So we start with 1, Patrick Mahomes. I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
There's not really a debate.
Yeah, you can't say it.
Number 2, they have Josh Allen. I agree. I wouldn't have Josh Allen number 2.
No.
Right?
No. Yeah.
I would have Lamar Jackson at number 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a knock on Josh Allen. Not a knock at all. But
no.
I in my estimation, I think Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I would put Lamar Jackson number 2. I mean, factor in the dual threat. Lamar Jackson, for all intents and purposes, he is a pocket passer. He throws within the pocket.
Yeah.
He doesn't look to run. He runs out of necessity.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and he does it better than any other quarterback in the league when he does run.
Yeah.
But that goes without saying.
Yeah.
So I would have Lamar Jackson number 2. And again, 2 MVPs?
Yeah,
right?
2 MVPs. Yes.
2 MVPs. So I would have Lamar Jackson number 2.
Absolutely.
So number 2, I would move Josh Allen to number 3.
Number
But
3. Okay.
going back to this list, what they have at number 3, they have Joe Burrow.
Yeah. They have Joe
Okay?
Burrow there. Yeah.
Joe Burrow is a little bit too high for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a top 5 quarterback? Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then under him, they have Lamar Jackson. So, starting with this top 4 or top 5, I'd have Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and then Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I got you.
Right? And then for number 5, they have Jaden Daniel.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
this is where you and I think we agree, but we agree different. Like with the results, there should be a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah.
He should not be that high.
No.
With just 1 year on his resume. Did he have a remarkable season? Yes. He had a really good season, phenomenal season, probably one of the best rookie quarterback seasons I have ever seen.
Absolutely.
Anyone has seen.
Yeah.
He showed that he can throw under pressure. He showed that he can handle the pressure. He can, game-winning drives, Hail Mary. Didn't have a lot of support other than Scary Terry as his number 1 receiver, but not really much else after that. Didn't have a good, a strong running game. So I think having all of that thrown at him, did have a really good offensive coordinator, though, right? He had a good offensive coordinator, which every quarterback needs a good offensive coordinator.
Absolutely.
So that's not a knock against him. That being said, he had a phenomenal season, and I think he does deserve to be in the top 10, but not this high. I would have him, to your point, I would have him probably where Jalen Hurts is at number 9.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't move Jalen Hurts to 5. And of course, you and I, we have our differences.
I got you. Right? Yeah.
So number 6, they have Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
I would put Stafford at 5.
At 5.
That's what I would do.
I got
and
you.
We talk about, you went into the whole body of work. No one on this list has a longer body of work than Matthew Stafford. And he's shown what he can do when he doesn't have a team, and the stats and what he can put up, the performances that he's had, the game-winning drives. He has more game-winning drives, I think, than anyone on this list combined.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think he should definitely be a top 5 quarterback. And I would probably put Jalen Hurts at number 6. So now, number 7, rounding out the bottom here, they have Justin Herbert. And I think you got I don't know what you got against Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert is a good quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah, he put up he has 2 playoff games on his resume.
Right.
And he put up stinkers in both of those games. One would also say that he doesn't have a lot of support, right? His best wide receiver last year, I think, was Ladd McConkey, the rookie.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of support.
Yeah.
And so you and I both know this as well, that when it comes to the playoffs, everything gets heightened.
Everything.
Right? They are dissecting everything about your team, looking at all of the weaknesses, and then the quarterback can only do so much. So if they're taking everybody out of the equation and it's all on the quarterback, there's not much he can do.
Right.
It's exactly what y'all did with Mahomes in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of support. He did make it to the Super Bowl, yes, but if you have a really, really good defensive scheme going, there's not much the quarterback can do to overcompensate that.
Right.
He can't do it. But that being said, he's played 6 seasons?
6 seasons.
Like 5? 6 seasons, right? 6 seasons. And I mean, he puts up good numbers, man. Like his second season, he threw for 5,000 yards. His second season.
Yeah.
He's had, he's never thrown under 3,000 yards. His quarterback, his touchdown to interception ratio is always good. He doesn't throw a lot of picks. The Chargers really haven't had much around him. Who was the head coach they had before Harbaugh?
Right.
Man, I can't remember his name, but he actually was a defensive coordinator for the Rams. And he used to make a whole lot of boneheaded decisions.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I think Herbert is definitely a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
Probably should be closer to 10, maybe.
Yeah,
but
I got you.
He deserves to be on the list, right?
Yeah.
Number 8, they have Jared Goff.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at number 8.
Good at number 8. Yeah.
He's good at number 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good spot for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like you said, they have Jalen Hurts at number 9. He should be higher. He should be at least 6.
Yeah.
And then number 10, they have Baker Mayfield. I think he deserves to be in this top 10. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. With Herbert and Baker, they could flip-flop 9 and 10, right? But Baker, I think at 10, he's had a renaissance career. He started off, he was a little bit of he was kind of like a petulant kid. He had a lot of entitlement. I think everything revolved around him. I think he got humbled, and then he built himself back up. He's been a good offense, a good team. And again, he's grown. He's gotten a lot of maturity, and he's putting up good numbers. He's winning games. So he's only 30. Yeah, I think he deserves to be in the top 10.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, definitely.
that's what I would do. Like I said, like number two, starting at two, Lamar Jackson should be there.
Hmm.
Not Herbert, but Hurts. He should be. To be fair, it can go either way. But with him and Stafford, they could flip flop five and
I
six.
got you. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
Herbert
I say the same
should
thing.
definitely he should definitely be higher than nine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this is what I wanted to say in terms of why I think he gets shafted a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People keep forgetting that Herbert, compared to other quarterbacks, has never had any consistency whatsoever from the offensive scheme, right, with the team.
Yeah.
He's never had the same offensive coordinator for more than one season.
No,
And I
no.
don't think people, I know these are executives and these are coaches that are grading this
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
So I can't say that they don't understand. I know they understand.
yeah.
But, talking with the layman person, I think it's hard for people to really take into appreciation how difficult that is every
Mm.
season to learn a new offense and to play at a high level,
Yeah,
play good competing football
yeah.
with a new offense.
Agree.
And the fact that he's done that and he's been consistently good every year,
Yeah.
not great. I'm not saying he's spectacularly is
Right,
great.
right, right, right,
He
right. Yeah,
could be. He
yeah.
could be imagine him with Andy Reid,
Oh man. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Andy Reid made Donovan McNabb look like a borderline Hall of Famer. Borderline Hall of Famer,
Right, right,
right?
right, right. Yeah,
I think I
yeah,
think Jalen Hurts with like an Andy Reid, with a Sean McVay,
yeah,
right? With
yeah,
one of these, brilliant offensive minded coaches, he would be in the MVP running every season.
yeah, yeah,
Every
yeah.
season.
Yeah,
Right? He has the mechanics, he has the skill set, he has the athleticism, and most importantly, he has the mindset of a quarterback.
man. I'm telling you.
And he doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. He stays even keel, takes accountability, something that some of these guys on this list still don't do.
Don't do. Yeah,
And I think if he had just had some consistency with a really, really good offensive minded coach, even though Sirianni, he was an offensive coordinator, right?
yeah. But he don't need to. He don't need to make not one call. He don't need to make. He don't need no X's and no O's. None. Nothing. You just stay motivating the guys and doing that thing. Not a X and not a O. No.
So it's unfortunate, man. I wish, for Jalen Hurts' sake, I wish he had more of an X's and O's offensive minded coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Backing him up and giving him some level of consistency. I think we would really see how brilliant he can be.
yeah,
And yes, he's been to two Super Bowls. Yes, he won a Super Bowl. Yes, his career is still on a good trajectory. I think as fans, as just like football purists, just watching the game,
yeah,
we're missing out on how good he could actually be,
yeah, yeah,
and that's unfortunate.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
happens to a lot of players, but
A lot,
for
yeah,
him, right? I think it would have been really good to see how great he could be if he had some consistency there.
yeah. And you make this great point that a lot of people, a lot of like you said, these are executives and coaches and stuff and scouts that are on that do this list, and that's a great point. The consistency at offensive coordinator, you switching every year, and guess
Yep.
what? So last year when the Eagles started out 2-3, right? And
Yep.
then went on that run. So what they did was it was pass heavy at first. It was pass heavy. And when you look at it, new coordinator, Kellen Moore is in there. And it could be a situation where, okay, this is just too much. This is just too much right now. And it's not clicking. We trying to make this happen. We got an all-world running back, man. We got an all-world running back. Let's flip this. Let's make this more of a running offense. So Jalen could, again, a new offense. It takes a while to learn
Yep.
these things, man. All the calls and the checks and yes, they're getting paid millions, but at the same time, it takes a while, for the consistency. So a new year, and they say, let's flip this, man. Let's make this more of a running offense and let Jalen get into the offense, learn it. If there could ever be some consistency 2 or 3 years with the same offensive coordinator, man. But I don't think it's ever going to happen because if he continues to have the success that he's having winning, then those offensive coordinators are going to get poached. And it's going to be the same thing for his whole career. So I think what he needs to do is he needs to take it on his shoulders to where they know his skill set, and any offensive coordinator that comes in has to cater to his skill set outside of I know the offensive coordinator coming in with their own system, but if you come into the Eagles You got to know this is what Jalen Hurts can do, and we need to cater that around what Jalen Hurts can do. That's what
But
I'm.
that's gonna have to come from Sirianni,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because you got these guys, you know this, Links. These coaches, they get stuck in their way,
yeah,
right? Some of them. Some
yeah.
of them
So
have
yeah,
the ability to do what you said. Just a few have
yeah,
the ability to what you're asking them to do is to adapt to the talent around them.
absolutely, yes.
And some of them can definitely do that, but not a lot,
Right.
right? You got
Yeah.
a whole lot of them where this is their bread and butter. The one thing that we ask quarterbacks to do is the exact same thing that 90% of coaches are unable to do, right? And that
Yeah.
is learn a new offense or make differences, like understand how to make changes,
Mm-hmm.
right, to that offense, give it a
Mm-hmm.
different lingo, give it a different tempo, whatever it may be,
Right.
different formation, utilize different positions, right, in a
Yeah.
different manner than what you are accustomed to.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They
Yeah.
have
That's
their
right.
scheme, they have their playbook,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And once they have that, and that's what has gotten them to that level, which
Yeah.
is the NFL, they
Right.
ain't changing that.
They're
A
not
lot of them,
changing.
they're not changing it.
Yeah.
And
That's
so they
true.
come in and they don't care who the quarterback is. That quarterback got to learn this offense,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? That's why I remember the first time I really kind of delved into understanding like different offensive schemes and understanding how offensive minded coaches think
Mm.
was Cam Newton's first year, his rookie season.
Yeah.
And his first couple of games, he just was reeling off 400-yard games,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he set records as a rookie for passing yards within the first 4 or 5 games.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm saying to myself, they just made this dude look like an idiot on the John Gruden show, right? When
Yeah.
John Gruden was asking him, how do you call plays? And he was just like giving like one syllable responses.
Right.
And John Gruden, his plays is like,
Uh,
no joke, 15 to 20 syllables just to
yeah.
get it out,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so John Gruden was like, "You kidding me like that?" And Cam was like, "Yeah, we just go green or like just real basic stuff."
Right. Right.
And so it gave people the perception of he isn't smart or he's not
Mm-hmm.
going to be able to make it because that's not how the NFL operates. Rod Shazinski, I think is his name, was the offensive coordinator for the Panthers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he took his playbook and what he did was he threw it out. He went to Auburn, learned their offense, and was like, we're going to play Auburn offense with Carolina
Right.
until Cam can get his feet, settled.
Yes.
And then I'm going to bring in my playbook
There you go.
because just putting all of this on the rookie is too much.
It's too much.
It's
Yes.
too much. So I'm going to give him something that he's comfortable with,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
once he gets comfortable and then he understands how, because playing quarterback, like just getting the play call out
I know, man.
is effort. You
Yes.
don't want the quarterback to have to think too much. You
Right.
want him to be able to understand what he's got to call, see the defense, make the play.
Right.
Use
Right.
his athleticism if he has it, right? Take all of the other distractions out as much as possible. And
Right.
so that's what Jasinski did. And when I understood, I'm like, oh, okay, they just gave him basically all these Auburn calls. He understood it, and he was able to kind of just play
Yeah.
without having to overthink it.
Yeah.
These guys, they don't know how to do it. So going back to Hurts, see, the thing is now with Hurts, what was he, 6 years in?
Yeah. This is gonna be a 6 year. Yeah.
Man, 6 years in,
Yeah.
I think for him, he's now he's an offensive coordinator dream. Like he has so much, like he has a wealth of knowledge,
Yeah. A
right?
bunch of yeah. Yeah.
So now all you got to do, to your point, go to Hurts and be like, where do you like to run? What's your
Exactly.
favorite calls?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
do you feel comfortable with?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Right? And then just put that in there.
Put it in there.
They
Yes.
don't, a lot of them, they're not going to do that.
That's crazy, man.
They don't
It's
do that.
crazy that they don't even think, to that. And again, it's ego. It's ego, and and it takes work on their part.
Right.
It takes work. That means you got to restructure your whole thing, your whole deal. You got to restructure, and again, they don't want to do that. I mean, it's crazy. Who was the offensive coordinator in Washington this year with Jaden Daniels?
He was the Cardinals' old head coach.
Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury.
Kingsbury, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
that means he I think he did the same thing with Jaden Daniels.
He did the exact
That's what I'm
same thing.
saying. And
He did
that's
the
the
exact same thing.
blueprint, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
that's
and
the
and they talked about that,
yeah.
right? And they said it was so funny. This was before they went to play the Bears when they beat the Bears with that Hail Mary.
Right, right.
Some of the Bears defenders they was clowning the offense. It's like, man, say we're gonna eat them up because all they doing is they just throwing a whole bunch of checkdowns. That's it.
Mm,
He ain't even stretching the field.
right, right, right.
So they thought they had it in the bag. And that was partially correct because they were giving him throws that he was comfortable with to get his confidence up.
Yes,
We
yes.
know this in sports.
Yeah.
It's all about getting the psyche of the athlete at his apt like at the highest point that you can possibly get it.
Right,
Once
right,
you
right.
get them to a point where they feel like they got it and they could do no wrong and they have the athleticism to go with it,
Yeah.
it's all
Guys,
over,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
if you give them too much and then they getting beat up and they getting beat down and then they start second guessing themselves, it's kind of hard to get to dig
You're
them out of that
destroying them.
hole.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what they did was they gave him his first couple of games. They gave him a game plan, a whole bunch of layups,
Right, right.
and he was boom, 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 throwing darts. And then the minute it only took like four or five games.
Right.
And once that fourth, fifth game came into play, and they were like, "You got it?" He's like, "I got it." They opened that playbook up.
Open it up.
That was it.
I don't that that's
That
yeah,
was it.
that's definitely the blueprint, man. So anyway, it's just, I you see all these lists and stuff like that, and it just, I don't think they've taken all of that into consideration, especially with how you adjust to the player. So anyway. But yeah, so even staying in the QB theme,
Yeah,
I know
let
you
me. Yeah, I was gonna segue to to golf.
yeah,
And what's so funny, I didn't plan on using this angle, but since we're talking about it, it makes sense to me now.
yeah.
Talk about Hertz and we talk about his path, his journey
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
far.
Mhm.
And you look at golf and it's almost the exact opposite,
Mm. Yeah.
right? Golf has had basically two offensive minded coaches.
Right.
He had McVay,
Mhm.
where he had a whole lot of success, went to a Super Bowl, and then he had Ben Johnson.
Mhm.
And we know what Ben Johnson has been able to do. He's had a level of consistency throughout his career.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whereas with Hertz, I don't think we've seen the best that Hertz could possibly play. With Goff,
Yeah.
we've
That's
seen
it.
the best.
That's
That's
it.
it. It
Yeah.
don't get no better than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
That's
don't get no better than what we saw last year.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I know I get in my feelings sometimes about Goff, right? That
Right.
Super
Right.
Bowl against the Patriots, that still hurts. Seeing your
Yeah.
team where
Yeah.
you got all this offensive firepower and you could only throw up three points.
Yeah.
3 points, right? And knowing that it's the quarterback's fault in
Yeah.
all of this. So with that, like looking at Goff and looking at his journey and seeing that he's had two brilliant offensive minded coaches. One was a head coach, one was offensive coordinator, but that offensive coordinator had full autonomy. Like Dan Campbell didn't touch the offense,
Right. 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 Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He had full autonomy on that offense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Goff, who has played amazing football, but it's not going to get any better than this. So now with Ben Johnson gone, we
Yeah.
got a new offensive coordinator coming in. Don't know the name. I think
Right.
they hired from within, which I don't know if that was the right move or not,
Yeah.
because you're now going to expect this person to come in and kind of run the offense the same way Ben Johnson did.
Right. 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 Yeah.
And I don't know how that's going to play out. That rarely plays out well.
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred, if you're not an offensive minded coach, then you need to hire from outside, bring that person in,
Right.
and mix it up.
Yeah.
Mix
Yeah.
it up. Because
Yeah.
now you're trying to bring in that level of consistency. People have tape on the way you kind of operate. And if you don't
Mhm.
have the ingenuity of a Ben Johnson to be able to call the play at the right time during the right situation, then what you're
Yeah.
saying now is that you're putting it mostly now all on Jared Goff to compensate for that deficiency. Trust me, people, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah. I agree.
Jared Goff is not a quarterback where you put the onus of the offense on him.
Yeah.
He is a really good cog in the machine where
Mm-hmm.
when everything else is clicking
Mm-hmm.
and he can fire on all cylinders
Yeah.
without any sort of distractions, yes, he will light it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But if you take away some of those pieces and that machine is you got all some hiccups in that machine and you're expecting him to go ahead and kind of take you home and win the game for you,
yeah,
minus this and minus that on offense, then that's
yeah,
not going to work. He's not that
yeah,
type of quarterback.
yeah. And
So,
this is another thing I thought about as you were saying that with Goff
mm,
in 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 uh, in Detroit. Think about this also.
mm,
He had a two-headed monster in the backfield. So you had Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery in the backfield that also helped to alleviate some of, the passing that he had to do. And so if they are going to be any good this year, which I don't know, I mean that remains to be seen, they're gonna have to lean heavily on them guys again,
yep.
in order for them to compete, and especially with, again, and we'll see a new offensive coordinator, even though it's within, this person has their own little wrinkles. They don't have the same, like you say, the same ingenuity as a Ben Johnson would have. So yeah, they're gonna have to lean heavy on that, on those running backs in Detroit.
Yeah, and seeing Dan Campbell's style, I think that's definitely what he's going to do.
Yeah,
He builds the team from the inside out.
yeah, yeah.
So that offensive line is always going to be on point. The defensive line is going to always be on point. I
Hmm.
think he's going to definitely have an emphasis on the run.
Yeah,
They still have Jamar Gibbs, so I think they're going to lean more heavily on him this season
yeah.
than prior. They're not going to be as crafty as they used to be on
Right,
offense,
right.
uh, but we'll see. Here's the thing: if something happens to any of those running backs and they have to, yeah, and they have to
Yeah,
lean more on the pass, and the defense knows that they have to lean on the pass,
yeah, yeah. Boy,
they can
yeah,
be in
that's gonna
trouble.
be rough. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
They can be in trouble. They went what 14-2 last season.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
not.
I want to see if they collapse again, like they make it to the playoffs and they collapse again. Will they stick with Jared Goff? I know. Dan Campbell has been saying you are a guy. You are a guy. This is where you need to be, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to see if he falter again in the playoffs and can't handle it. If they're gonna stick with him, that's what I want to see.
When we lost Todd Gurley and we had given Jared Goff that big contract, made him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. This was after he lost the Super Bowl too, right? Made him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. And then when we had to say, hey, now the lion's share of the salary
Yeah,
is on you,
it's on you.
we can't get all the pieces that we that we otherwise would have gotten. Gurley is hurt. He had that
Hmm.
arthritic knee. He's not going to be Gurley again. We need you to start winning these games by yourself, right? I mean, you have Cooper Cup, you have
Yeah,
Robert Woods, you have these guys. He couldn't do it.
couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah,
So, I saw it with my own eyes. Yeah, he still was, watching that Netflix show and talking about how the Rams should have, he wished they had handled it with more maturity and all these other different things, and saying he wished, they didn't even have a conversation with him before trading him. Like, what team has a conversation with the player before trading him?
yeah. They just trade you.
Like the level of entitlement, man, it
Yeah,
just that's what irks me about him and some
yeah.
of these other quarterbacks is like they feel like they're entitled
Hmm.
to be treated differently than the other players. Like a wide receiver, a defensive tackle, a linebacker. The coach don't pull him in. Hey, man, we're
Right,
thinking about trading you.
right.
Right
Right.
now, here's what happened though, and let me show you what happened because of that whole Jared Goff situation. And this is the part that Jared Goff and some of these other pundits who talk about that whole Rams situation, they don't they fail to recognize, right? McVay has gone out of his way to apologize about how he handled the situation.
Yeah,
He felt that he had to do that because
yeah.
of how it all went down. We won the Super Bowl. I don't care, right?
Right,
But
right, right,
he
right.
felt that, okay,
Super.
maybe he should have done
Right.
X, Y, and Z. Okay.
Yeah.
No other coach. I don't hear about other coaches doing this, but he went ahead and he owned up and had accountability. It's like, you know what? If I had to do it all over again, I would have handled it a little bit differently. Have a lot of love for Jared, but you got a guy like Matthew Stafford sitting out there,
Right.
ready to get plucked. Who's not going to go for that,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Our
Absolutely.
quarterback was not better than him, so we traded, and it resulted in us winning the Super Bowl off the back of Stafford executing 3 game-winning drives during that playoff run.
Yeah. I mean.
So it was the right call. Jared
Yeah.
Goff wouldn't have won us that Super Bowl. Wouldn't have
Mhm.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially he would not. during the Super Bowl against Cincinnati, no running game. OBJ goes down. We only have Cup. The tight end is dropping balls and causing interceptions. Jared Goff wouldn't have been able to pull
Yeah,
that off.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Now, check this out now. Fast forward to this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what happened with Jared, what did McVay do with Cooper Kupp? He spoke to Cooper Kupp. He said, you
Yeah,
know what, Cooper? We're going to trade you.
yeah, yeah,
He told him to his face, we're going to
yeah,
trade you.
yeah.
And how did that play out? Now all of a sudden, it's like, why are the Rams, trading Cooper Kupp? Plus the fact that now the Rams are going to lose leverage, right? And with compensation that they would possibly get for Cooper Kupp, because now everybody and their ma know
Right.
that he's on the block.
Yeah, cut. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So now what kind of you lose leverage when you show your hand.
That's right.
Because what ended up happening was he told Cooper, and it was within confidence within the organization, just between them two. And
Right.
Cooper Kupp went on social media and let it spill out that the Rams are looking to trade him. The Rams didn't put it out there. Cooper Kupp put it out there.
He put it out there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So now imagine if the Rams had did that with Jared Goff. Say, hey, Jared, we're going to trade you.
yeah.
What would have happened?
That would have been a whole explosion.
Right. Because during that whole Matthew Stafford situation, the 49ers were actually in the running to try to get him as well.
Wow.
Right. And
Right.
what happened was Kyle Shanahan said this. He said this on a podcast a couple of years ago, was that he was in Cabo, right, vacationing, same
Yeah.
place where McVay was. They were there at the same time when this was going down.
Right.
He said he spoke to his guys about Stafford, and they
Yeah.
said it's a sure thing. He's going to be a 49er. Don't worry about it. Go to sleep, right? You don't have to worry about it for tonight. By tomorrow, we'll finish the deal.
Yeah.
The Rams got him that night.
Wow. That's
Okay.
crazy.
So again, if he had this conversation with Goff, and then Goff wouldn't have kept that to himself,
No.
been on somewhere on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Niners would have been caught wind of, oh, the Rams after him too. That
Right.
would have intensified their efforts to get Stafford.
Absolutely.
Stafford might have ended up being a 49er,
Whew. Boy.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, man, like nobody like as a player, this is you're a professional now. This is part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
No team owes you any explanation for trading
Nope.
you, right? That comes with the deal.
That's
right?
how it is.
Stop whining, stop crying. You're with a good team now. You're winning football. Just leave the past in the past, man.
Leave
Let
it
go.
alone. Leave it
Let it
alone.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop crying and I wish the Rams was more mature. Shut the hell up.
You know,
Get the hell out of here, man.
this is what I saw, because I was watching the quarterback show as well. This is what I saw in Jared Goff when he was saying that. It seems to me that he is a little bit. Let me use the right word. He's needy. Like this is what I got from him. This is what I got from it when I was watching it. It's sort of like he needs somebody to pat him on the back and say, to keep
Good job.
reassuring him every time. Because I could even see with the relationship with him and his wife, just based off what I was looking at, his wife he's one of those guys who he just needs somebody there. It was a YouTube video I was watching where the guy was telling his wife, he was like, why you call me in the room if you're not even talking to me? Like you call me in the room to be with you, but then when I get in the room, you go do something else. And she say, I just want you there. And so with Jared Goff, I think this is his personality. Everybody got different personalities. It is what it is.
Yep.
I mean, everybody got
That's what
different.
it is.
No knock on him or whatever. But what I saw was he's one of those guys who he just need to have the pat on the back.
He needs positive affirmation
Yeah,
and reassurance
yeah.
all the time.
All the
right?
time,
He's
yes.
one of them guys where, and again, we this is just our observation.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And we did watch the show, right? He's
Yeah.
one of those guys where he thrives off of people telling him he's done a good job.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
He will placate as if he needs hard coaching and that, oh, he's his hardest critic, right?
Right.
And oh, I'm messing up and da da da. But at the end of the day, he
Yeah.
needs Dan Campbell
Mhm.
and he needs Brad Holmes to say it's okay.
Right. Yeah.
It's all right, right?
It's okay. Yeah.
And on the flip side, and this is why I wanted to kind of show the contrast between him and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts ain't want to hear none of that.
No, you don't need it.
He don't need it.
Don't need it.
He don't need it. He out there. he know if he playing like trash,
Right.
right?
Right.
Right. But even when he playing good, he is not content, right?
No.
When you see Jared Goff and he's playing good, he happy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, right? Let's
Yeah.
get the next one, right? But with
Right.
Jalen
Right.
Hurts, it's like, no, I got to get better. I got
Yep.
to continue. Like, it's never good enough with
Never
him.
good enough. Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
so he don't expect people to pat him on the back. He don't look for people to pat him on the back. And I think it's part of the, because his dad was a coach.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that's how his dad brought him
A
up.
hard nosed coaching,
Yep.
hard nosed. That's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to learn. No pats on the back, man. No pats on the back. Yeah.
So he said, we'll see when adversity hits again, because it's going to come again.
It's
It's the
coming.
It's the NFL. It comes. You're not going to have multiple years of just great football, right?
Right.
Your highs, your lows, your highs, your lows. It's gonna ebb and flow.
Yep.
I expect this year it's going to be some significant lows.
Yeah.
What's going to determine how great Jared Goff is how he's going to handle this season coming.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. Really good point. Yeah. If he could handle that, if he could come out of that and handle that mentally, handle losing mentally, and come out it on the other side, then he'll be a better person, better player, man.
Right.
Yeah. But that remains to be seen.
You'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I saw TJ Watt just got paid the highest non QB in NFL history. TJ Watt, $123 million. This NFL history, man. History. It looks like NFL history is being made every new contract that come out is NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
Is going up and up. The owner's getting paid more and the players getting paid more. And I think is it deserving? Yeah, I think TJ Watt is one of those guys who he's a difference maker, man. Just like his brother was. Is it three of those brothers?
It's three of them.
It's three of them, right? Yeah. Because who was the oldest brother? JJ Watt. Yeah. So JJ set the tone, right, and kind of was leading the charge. I'm trying to remember what the next brother is. What's the next brother name? But TJ, I think, is the youngest.
Derek Watt.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
He didn't like.
Yeah, he didn't really plan out. Like, he didn't. Right. I think he was in the NFL, but he didn't really. Right. He didn't really plan out. And TJ is the youngest, and so yeah, man. I think he's a solid player, man. You made a comment, offline. You said, good for TJ, but not for the Steelers.
No, not good for the Steelers. The Steelers did what they were supposed to do. They did the right thing. You got to pay him. He's an elite defensive player.
Yeah.
He's earned the money, and the market dictates that that's what he should get paid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But they ain't winning no game. They're not winning the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not the piece that's going to get them over the hump.
Yeah.
To win a championship.
I agree.
And as far as I know, for as long as I've been watching football, Pittsburgh is all about Super Bowls. Like that's
right.
You've been to the playoffs countless times now with Tomlin.
Right.
It's all about now getting to the Super Bowl and winning it. And this move, in as much as they did the right thing. This is what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
All it does is, unfortunately, it's also hinders them because they can't really spend any money on other pieces that they would probably otherwise need as well to get them to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, they got Aaron Rodgers. He's not the Aaron Rodgers of 5-6 years ago. Who's the DK Metcalf, wide receiver? They don't have a running game.
No, they don't have much of a running game.
So, I don't know. We'll see. You'll see. But like I said, good for him. He deserves it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he should have gotten paid. They should have paid him.
Right. Yeah.
But it doesn't make Pittsburgh. It keeps them right where they are.
Right. Yeah. Mediocre. That's right. That's what I say.
No. They're not.
When I say mediocre, don't get me wrong. When I say mediocre, they can make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But it's not going to go any further than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Let me preface that when I say that. So they need a quarterback. So maybe next year, they get and with this losing season, they may pick up one of these quarterbacks that's coming out.
Well, that's the thing. I fully expect them to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah. So they're gonna be middle of the road.
Middle of the road again.
They need to throw it, man. They need to throw it. they need to build. They
Tomlin
need.
ain't built like that.
Yeah, I know
Tomlin,
you're not. That's
yeah,
not Tomlin.
no,
Yeah, he gonna go for it, and yeah, they will be middle of the road, right there, ready to make the playoffs or something like that, or
yeah.
yeah, right in the middle of the pack. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Definitely see that. Yeah, congratulations to TJ, man. Good deal on that. Another thing I wanted to ask you real quick. I saw in Cincinnati, they picked up Desmond Ritter as their backup behind Joe Burrow. So, Desmond Ritter I mean, he was with the Falcons, got cut, wasn't really doing anything there. And I didn't even know where he was last year. And
He
I
was with
guess
who was he with?
Seattle, or I don't know where he was. But so they bring him in as
Hmm.
a backup to Joe Burrow. And man, I think I was asking you,
He was
you
with
know,
Las Vegas.
he was in Las Vegas. Okay,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
he was.
no. They better hope Joe Burrow don't get hurt. Desmond Ritter, he's a camp body, not a camp body, but he's a good quarterback to have as a backup.
Yeah,
He's a good quarterback, I think, to have in the quarterback room.
yeah.
Someone where if you need him to spot you a game,
Hmm.
he could probably get you through a game.
Yeah,
But he's
but that's
not
about
he's
it.
not someone you
Somebody,
want, not for the long haul.
yeah,
For the long haul.
somebody go in the tent, and they need somebody to trot out there for a little bit,
Yeah,
couple plays, throw
couple of
him in
plays.
there.
Yeah,
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 yeah, let him go out there.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
boy,
staying with Cincinnati though,
yeah.
you know, their rookie still ain't signed.
Number one draft still isn't signed.
Still hasn't signed.
Wow, that's crazy,
Yeah.
man. This is campus this week.
Yep. He still hasn't signed.
Boy, that's
So
serious.
so and again, this is
Hmm.
only Cincinnati could bungle this up, right?
So crazy.
They refused to change the language on his contract,
Yeah.
and so he's out of principle. So here's a couple of things. He was actually looking to see if he can go back to college.
What?
Yeah.
After being drafted?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was actually looking into that to see if there was any sort of precedent out there that he could leverage to go back and play his final year of eligibility in college. Don't think that's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
What could happen is if he sits out the whole season, he can go back into the draft.
I didn't know you could do that, bless you. I didn't know you
Yeah,
could do that. Like
yeah.
you sit out the season, you could go
If you
back
sit
and
out
yeah.
if you sit out and if you don't sign your rookie contract,
Okay,
if
okay.
you don't sign your rookie contract
Yeah.
and you sit out the whole season, you get to re-enter the draft.
Wow. Huh. This well, you know, staying with Cincinnati, they signed their second round. Demetrius Knight Jr. just signed.
Hmm.
And they gave him it's a 4-year contract, but they say this is the first time that they have given a player, or this might be in NFL history actually, they've given him 80% guaranteed
Right.
contract. So, I don't, it's a rookie contract, right?
Yeah.
For a second rounder, but I think they said this is the first time ever a second rounder has gotten the majority, this is what I was reading, the majority of their rookie contract guaranteed. Setting a precedent there. I guess they trying to send a message to my man, but yeah, if they don't, it seems like if they don't change that verbiage, he's not playing. And
Right.
can you blame him?
I think he don't want to be there.
He don't want to be there. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy though. I mean, but after somebody does that, to your contract, would you really want to be there?
I mean, look. I mean, look at how they treating Trey.
Trey Hendrickson again. Hey, if Trey Hendrickson don't sign, ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening.
Ain't
So if
nothing
you're a rookie
happening.
coming in, and you're looking at that,
Yes,
basically that's what you're gonna have to encounter as
that's
well,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
And you're like, do I want to be here? I don't want to be here because if he signs that contract, and let's say he balls out,
right.
he's stuck there for 5 years,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's serious, man. So
right? At least
yeah,
with Demetrius Knight, he was second round pick. They can't take a 5th year option on him,
no,
right? So
yeah,
it'll only be like 4 years for him,
well, yes, mm-hmm.
maybe 3, but
Yeah,
4 years definitely.
yeah.
And then he could kind of do what he want to do.
Right. And when you look at it long term overall, the NFL career of most guys it's 3-4 years.
Right.
So,
Right. And to be honest with you, it's not even really 5. If he balls out, they got him for 7 years because they could franchise him twice.
that is true.
By
Wow.
that time, your career over.
Your career
In
over,
most
man. Yeah,
in
your
most
career
cases.
over. Your
Yeah.
career over. And that's an interesting, and it would be good, it's good when you have guys, if that's the case, a lot of guys don't get second contracts.
No.
And boy, that's why it's so important for you to have, a financial advisor or somebody in your corner that is really helping you put your money aside. Because if you're not doing that and you out here balling out and you know buying homes and doing all kind of stuff like that, and by the time you don't get the second contract, you're done. You don't have even nothing to show for it.
That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's crazy. But hey, last thing I wanted to talk about here real quick. I'm just gonna touch on this real quick, man. I'm just gonna touch on this real quick. So last night, the Eagles, man, they had the ring ceremony, and man, let me tell you, I was blown away, man. I ain't never seen no ring like this. I mean, this is actually legit. The ring, I mean, you press a button and the wings come out. Man, look, let me tell you, man. This just crazy, man. It's just ridiculous. I was
Really?
like, these dudes, man, they went all out on this. On this. I mean, the actual wings come out. I was watching the guys, and they was like, "What? The wings come out?" And so, yeah, man, I was watching that, and I was like, man, that's crazy. I mean, 2 times bigger than the first ring, and man, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm telling you, man, these things, yes, just put that on your wrist, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. It just keep getting bigger and bigger, and I don't see it going. I don't see it getting any smaller as the years go by. But yeah, man. So just wanted to touch on that real quick.
I'm trying to look for a picture of this. You said the wings come out?
Yes, that in the front of the ring, you press a button and they got like eagle wings that come out on the thing, man. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's crazy, man. If let me see if I could see if
Did they talk about the valuation of the ring?
no, I didn't see anything like that. Eagles. It got like it has the two trophies on it. It got
Yeah, I
the
see it.
you see it?
I see
Yeah.
it. This is
Yeah.
this not a good picture though.
Yeah. It's crazy. Needless to say, I ordered. You got these replicas all over, man. You can get these
Yeah,
things from China, and
yeah.
once these guys see it, it's
That's it.
ripped off. It's
That's
it's,
it.
it's ripped off. Once they unveil it, it's done. They already got it. They already got it. So I mean, I already went on these websites that's out there. Hey, it's shady. You may end up spending the money and never get it, but it's a risk that you gotta take. So needless to say, I will be ordering one. I will
Right.
be ordering one. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, pretty good one here, man. That's all I got really on with what's been going on
Yeah,
recently.
it's about to get hot and heavy in the coming
Yeah,
weeks. Camp
yeah. A
camp
couple of weeks.
opening up.
Yep, with camp.
We're about to see some stories come unfold. We're gonna see some more signings, I think, when
Yeah, injuries
unfortunately,
are gonna happen. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
injuries are gonna take place, and you're gonna have to start bringing some people in who right now aren't signed.
Right.
So yeah, I think we're gonna it's gonna pick back up real
Yeah,
soon.
man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be getting hot. I know a lot of camps starting tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow a lot of camps starting this week and next week. So yeah, yeah. We'll have some more news to drop out there.
All right,
All right, man.
all right, man.
Yep. Catch
Catch
up.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. Later.